This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a daily wrestling news update. Last week, The Rock's daughter, Ava Raine, got herself into some backlash from Charlie Kirk. The Rock, who has a new movie coming out next week, The Smashing Machine, about my friend Mark Kerr, was doing an appearance in the UK today and said he is very proud of his daughter and is happy she's following in his footsteps while simultaneously carving out her own path. I will just talk straight from what I've seen about the daughter. Um, she's hated from like a spoiled rich kid perspective. I hope she gets better. And I haven't seen much of her, but what I have seen, it's kind of cringy. But she certainly has her job because of her father. And no matter where you stand on the Charlie Kirk thing, I don't think you can disagree with that. NXT did get a 0.17 rating this week, which beat Dynamite. Again, they only did a 0.15 this week for their Fallout episode from their quote unquote big pay per view in Toronto that was 6 hours long. Apparently, Santino, who works for TNA, which is a farm system for WWE now, believes that TNA will be the number two league if they can get a big TV deal. Right now, NXT has a salary cap of $250,000 a year. There are some wrestlers in NXT making under 80,000 from what I understand. Of course, it is the training territory. You only wrestle when you're on the TV show. It's a pretty easy life where most people have to pay to get trained, or at least they used to. I don't know how it works now. It's a totally different business than it used to be. But basically, with salaries from under 80,000 to 250,000, they beat AEW pretty much every week. And the TV deal that NXT is getting is only for about 23 to 26 million a year, where AEW, which by the way got a 0.04 for Collision, their secondary show last weekend. And again, they've been hitting 0.12, 0.13, 0.15s. Really bad rating for a company that has several people making over 5 million and more a year. Many people actually, and also has, you could make probably a whole roster for a different company out of all the people sitting home getting paid in AEW. But would you guys can tell me what you think, but as far as could TNA be the number two, it's part of WWE. They have the right to buy it. So would it be number two if it's under WWE's umbrella? I don't think so. And I also don't think anyone's going to offer TNA 120, 130 million like AEW is getting. That's some type of weird favored deal because I think I've heard WBD might own a percentage of AEW. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true, but the AEW owners also have other properties. It's almost like a favored deal. And will that hold up on the next negotiations when they're often getting under 1,000 fans these days? And the ratings are showing a trend of going down. Who knows? But I don't. We when was the last time we've heard a TNA rating reported? It's been forever since TNA has actually reported a rating, and I've heard Dave Meltzer say, for what it's worth, that if you don't get a 0.01, it doesn't show up on ratings. So has TNA not even got a 0.01? Richard, I agree with you. I cannot watch an hour of wrestling these days either, let alone the 6 hour AEW show. And even if people liked AEW, if I took my kids there as a parent and I just went for them, but it became 6 hours, I would be like, I'm never going back to this. 2, 3 hours, a non-fan or a casual fan could take, but 6 hours, give me a break. And I'm sick of the gymnastics in wrestling and the stuff that looks choreographed, that looks like you're setting up spots. I just don't find the most that the realism is there is Lesnar, but they have him do stupid skits like the one they did the other week where he's pretending that our truth is John Cena's brother from another father. I don't know. And keep in mind, guys, if you want to watch all the wrestling for WWE alone, there's NXT 2 hours, Raw 3 hours, SmackDown 2 hours, AAA specials now, pay-per-views at least once a month, Saturday night's main event. Now they want you to watch another 2 hours of TNA. Then AEW has Collision 2 hours, Dynamite 2 hours, Ring of Honor, I believe, is 2 hours. I mean, how could you even watch that? Then there's other leagues out there too. By the way, Jeff Hardy is part of TNA wrestling, which we've seen. They're on the NXT. They work together. He recently said he would like to win the NXT tag titles with his brother Matt. I'd like to see Matt and Jeff get another run on the main roster. And I'm kind of sick of talking about this at this point, but Masha Slamovich from TNA, her former partner, male Akira, this has been going on a lot to the point where it's almost too much because, okay, she's been taking off some indie shows. She hasn't been arrested. To my knowledge, no charges have been filed, and we're just hearing more and more about this Akira guy getting abused where now he's putting out statements. It's like, are you crying for attention or are you going to file a police report? To me, you're innocent until proven guilty, and the more that you say without filing a police report makes it more of an attention cry for me. That's just my opinion of it. Like, to me, you're innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, a lot of people are just watching old WWE clips. And that's what I do. I watch old wrestling clips. I'll watch some wrestling stuff here and there and highlights. But yeah, they're pricing themselves out of well, out of what normal fans want to pay. For instance, the upcoming WrestleMania, not the Saudi one. God only knows what the Saudi one will be. But for Vegas, keep in mind they're getting a huge amount of money from Vegas just to come there, and they're having the highest ticket prices ever. And the product is arguably at one of its worst points for quality ever. And John Cena's retiring in a couple months. They're going to have Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes, you can't tell me he's on an upswing right now. I will admit, as someone that always thinks Cody Rhodes is a mid carder, I admit that he works hard and stuff, but he's a corporate type guy. He's not a common man type guy like the father. He wears the watch gold. He walks around like he's better than everybody. He's very corporate. He's very bland. He's got his own bus. I mean, give me a break. I mean, he's the furthest thing from the common man. But my point is, when he was going trying to beat Roman Reigns, there was a lot of momentum. Then when he did beat Roman Reigns, there was celebration. This last time, I don't think everyone wanted him to beat John Cena, and he wasn't hotter than John Cena. And now John Cena, I would say he's a hotter baby face than Cody Rhodes. And Brock Lesnar should have been a baby face. To me, Brock Lesnar, there might be some kids that don't like him, but overall he's the coolest guy they have on their roster right now, and they're trying to force feed him as a heel. And you really think if they're gonna make Cody Rhodes against Lesnar, that more I mean, it's gonna be close because cool people, and I hate to say it, I mean, my definition of cool would not cheer a Cody Rhodes over a Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar is just not a corporate person. He does whatever the hell he wants. He's huge. He's a legitimate ass kicker. He's not a suck up. I mean, I just don't see and he. I mean, he does say stuff that's scripted. We saw that a few weeks ago when he did the SmackDown segment, but he's just cooler than Cody Rhodes. So I don't know if it's wise to put those two in an angle unless you're just gonna. I don't know. I just do not think they should be making Brock a heel. He has the best potential as a babyface right now. Because Roman Reigns, I don't know if he's a babyface or heel, but he's lost all of his momentum. Completely, he's lost all of his momentum. He's wrestled too infrequently. He hasn't done anything meaningful. They're going to have to really build him back up if they're going to build him back up at some point. To me, and I like him, but I'm just saying who do they have with momentum right now? Honestly, Brock Lesnar. He has the most momentum in WWE. Ah, Betrayed by Sin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to watch it. I'll follow it for the news because this is my job. The professor talking about Alien, it's posted. Honestly, Avi Loeb gave the best heel promo or the best promo I've seen this year, talking about his issues with Ross Coulthart. I mean, I'd rather talk to a Harvard professor these days than watch wrestling. That's just where I am these days. I mean, there could be an alien object coming towards Earth, the Three Eye Atlas. That's more interesting to me than Cody Rhodes saying a boring scripted promo. But I do watch a bit of wrestling here and there every day, and I am excited. I am interviewing Vampiro live Sunday at noon Eastern on here, and he's the first of many Juggalo Championship wrestlers I'm going to be interviewing because there's going to be a big JCW tour in October, and they're actually coming here to Wichita, Kansas, October 28th at the Cotillion, where I've wrestled the Sandman before, but I'm going to be there doing interviews and stuff. But we keep talking about we need a new ECW. I know JCW has been around a long time, but they're one company that could potentially, if they play their cards right, be a new ECW because they tour around. They're not about money, they're about passion. I can't say I've seen a lot of it. I do like the Insane Clown Posse's music, but I'm looking forward to doing a collaboration